Rajdeep, what do you make of it? The Prime Minister trying to set the agenda. Of course, somewhere down the line, if the Prime Minister had spoken on Manipur, things wouldn't have come to a pass of a no-confidence motion in any case.
Look, Mr. Modi has been very clear, both in the Gujarat Assembly when he was Chief Minister and as Prime Minister, that he derives his political authority from what he does outside Parliament or outside the Assembly, from his mass connect with the voters in Gujarat and now with the voters of India. So, the traditional joust that you would have in Parliament between the opposition and the government is not something that the Prime Minister is comfortable with. That sets him apart from Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was a creature of Parliament. He built his reputation with his speeches inside Parliament. Narendra Modi built his reputation outside Parliament. So today when he enthuses his flock to come out in Parliament, the fact is it's unusual because it doesn't happen too often. Why are we focusing on this no confidence motion is because, frankly, it will be one of the rare opportunities where you will get to hear our Parliament in its diversity speaking out. Every party will get a chance to have his or her word. And it used to happen more often in routine debates on routine issues. Any major national issue would eventually lead to a debate in Parliament. Mr. Vajpayee, for example, we mentioned Manipur. If you recall Gujarat, the Gujarat violence had also put the Vajpayee government on the defensive. But yet there was a very long debate that was held and Mr. Vajpayee responded to it. Now that has not happened in the case of Manipur.
But Amit Shah yesterday did say he's willing to hold a debate on the last day of Parliament.
Yes, he is. But that's on the last day of Parliament. He knows that it's not going to happen. What the government could say is that when the Congress was in power and when parts of the Northeast would burn, did you exclusively focus on that to the exclusion of all other issues? That didn't happen either. But the truth is, Parliament was taken more seriously when you don't have a big brute majority government. That's the reality. Rajiv Gandhi's government of 400 odd MPs and Narendra Modi's government of 300 MPs do not seem to take Parliament as seriously as governments which are minority coalition, because it was a chance for those governments to use Parliament to establish their political authority, which doesn't happen with Mr. Modi. He doesn't need Parliament. He doesn't need assemblies. So therefore, you've got a situation where this is the worst performing Lok Sabha in the history of India. 235 sittings before this particular session over 4 years, which means on an average you met for about 58 days. This of course includes the COVID period, but even so, it is the worst performing Lok Sabha. So it is when the Prime Minister says it's an opportunity also, I hope, to redeem the prestige of Parliament. I fear, though, it's an opportunity to score political points and make another election campaign speech by both sides.
Well, I wanted to make a point. Rajdeep talked about Northeast. On the 17th of August 2012, the question hour was suspended because the opposition wanted it. The discussion was on the scale of fleeing of Northeast people from the different parts of the country. Venkaiah Naidu of the BJP, as a member of the Rajya Sabha, had initiated a debate. 11 students from Pune had to run away from Pune and they were beaten up and other things. And there was a debate and the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh responded. Something as small as a few hundred students from various parts of the country moved by the BJP. So we have a tradition on addressing even small and micro issues when it comes to debate in Parliament. So the idea that you have a situation in which you have to bring a no confidence motion, one of the supreme tools. It's like the 155mm howitzer of Bofors to actually kill a fly.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to keep a keen eye on all developments that take place. Let's quickly dip into the latest reactions that are coming in. You have Gaurav Gogoi, you have Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. One of the main reasons, possibly, what the opposition says is they had to push for a no-confidence motion is because they wanted the Prime Minister to speak on Manipur. They understand that they don't have the numbers, but this was their only way of getting the Prime Minister to speak in Parliament. On the other hand, where the government is concerned or the BJP is concerned, they've maintained that Prime Minister is not on call of the opposition to speak in Parliament. Ultimately, he will do so. He'll be closing where the no-confidence motion comes into question. But let's dip into the latest political reactions and we'll get you more. There's more coming in from the latest proceedings in Parliament.
अगर मणिपुर के मुद्दे पे दो लफ्ज कह देते, इतना लफाजी करते हैं हमारे मोदी जी सारे दुनिया में, सदन के अंदर अगर दो लफ्ज कह देते तो ये अविश्वास प्रस्ताव लाने की नौबत ना पैदा होते। राहुल गांधी हमारे पार्टी के नेता है, पहले भी उन्होंने किए थे, राष्ट्रपति भाषण में कभी किए हैं। राहुल गांधी जी की भाषण पे, राहुल गांधी जी की वक्तव्य पे सारे देश नहीं बल्कि सारे दुनिया उनके निगाह रखते हैं। तो हमारी तरफ से तैनाती तो राहुल गांधी जी को होना चाहिए शुरुआती तौर पे। हमें पूरा भरोसा है कि राहुल गांधी जी की अगुवाई में आज विपक्ष की तरफ से चर्चा शुरू हो।
देखिए, ये बात कभी भी संख्या की नहीं थी। ये बात मणिपुर की इंसाफ की लड़ाई के लिए हमने ये मोशन मूव किया था और हमने आज भी देखा है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने किस प्रकार से एक जांच कमेटी बैठाई है, क्योंकि मणिपुर के महिलाओं के प्रति जो अत्याचार हुआ है पिछले 3 महीनों से, उसके लिए जिम्मेवार वहां की राज्य सरकार है। और कहीं ना कहीं सुप्रीम कोर्ट ये भी कह रही है कि केंद्रीय शासित जो रक्षा के जो जवान है वो भी विफल हुए हैं। तो इससे साफ साफ साबित होता है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट केस में भी के संज्ञान में ये आया है